Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Now, it has been quite a hiatus, I believe more than 2 years. I do apologize for that. However, let's continue our mini series on Dr. Gregory Mankiw's 10 Basic Principles of Economics. Economics is, of course, a complex field. However, I do believe it is necessary for us to know at least the basics of it because our world is shaped by economics. Everything we do, from choosing which college to go to which job to apply, even down to day-to-day stuff like buy things at any store. It's all a giant field of economics behind it, which is why learning the basics of economics is so important. The 10 basic principles are divided into three groups. The first one we will finish today, which is how people make decisions, which is principles 1 to 3, which I already did videos on, and the fourth principle, which we will do today. The other two groups are how people interact with each other, which is 5 to 7, the fifth principle to the seventh principle, and also the forces and trends that affect how the economy as a whole works. Things like how the government interacts with other governments and everything. When we learn those 10 basic principles, we won't exactly be economic masters, as in masters in economy. However, we will know enough to at least grasp an idea of how the world works. Alright, very well. Let's continue our series with the fourth principle of economics. As always, I have a notebook next to me so I don't forget anything and say everything that I need to say, which is the fourth principle is people respond to incentives. Now, this one is a bit shorter than the others, but nonetheless is extremely important to learn. You can incentivize people to act the way you want. For example, let's say that I am a boss of a company, the owner of Orlando Incorporated. Now, let's say that the workers at Orlando Incorporated aren't working as hard as I would like them to be. Now, what can I do? I could fire everyone and hire new people, but that comes at a big cost, and is obviously not the most compassionate thing to do to the workers. So me as the owner, I can promote a salary raise to those who complete a quota in the year, for those who work harder. People will then aiming for the pay rise work harder in order to achieve that said pay rise. So by an action I did, I influenced the other people's action in order to do something. That is called a positive incentive, which is something that induces a person to act. Now, incentives are not only positive, they can be negative. A classic example of such is a fuel tax on gasoline. Sometimes if the government was to prioritize environmental action, what they can do is raise the fuel prices, so in theory people will have to either walk if the proximity is close or take public transport. They will have to do something else other than use their automobile to go everywhere. That's in theory, of course. And that's called a negative incentive, also known as a disincentive. It disincentivizes, it discourages people from, in this case, using their cars in favor of public transport, which in theory is more environmentally friendly. Anyway, everyone, this has been the fourth principle. I again apologize for such a long hiatus. Um, However, let's complete this series. And if you enjoyed this video, why not leave a like, subscribe. If you want notifications on these educational videos, turn on the notification bell. And if you want, comment below any feedback on this video so I can create better videos for you guys. Whatever you decide to do, it has been a pleasure having you here today. Until next time, goodbye.